Hello. The video you watched is from my hometown city of Raqqa. My name is Abdulaziz. I'm Syrian and I turned 25 2 months ago. Growing up in Syria, the weather news only talked about 13 cities. They never even mentioned my city. Of course, people outside of Syria never even heard of it. That completely changed. Can you imagine? 3 nights ago, Mrs. Hillary Clinton was talking about us in the American debt. Do any one of you know why these people are demonstrating and where this video was taken? They are demonstrating against ISIS. It's from 2013. But what people forget is our other enemy. During the last 46 years, there have been many crimes against the Syrian people by the Assad regime. One day in March 2011, while I was a biochemistry student and thinking to become a pharmacist, I saw a peaceful demonstration in Raqqa. The Syrian government arrested the demonstrators. I joined in later on. They arrested me 3 times and tortured me. But I started becoming addicted to the peaceful demonstrations. I was 22 then and had been covering the demonstrations with my phone and uploading the videos online. People started watching. I saw the power and the breadth of citizen journalism. In March 2013, Raqqa was finally liberated from Assad's rule by the Free Syrian Army. The gravity says tomorrow is gonna be more beautiful. However, the universities and schools stopped working. Children lost their chance to get an education. And instead of going to schools, these kids started to join radical groups. The first time I ran into ISIS was in April 2013. A masked man with a Saudi accent entered my university. He tried to recruit us to join ISIS and managed to convince one of my friends. Later that year, I found out on Facebook that my friend was dead. Today, the recruiter is the highest-ranking ISIS Sharia officer in Syria. Later in January 2014, they took over my city of 1 million people. 2 days later, ISIS fighters came to my house looking for me while I was at work. Thank God I was not home, or else I would be dead. I escaped to Turkey and later to Germany, which is where I continue to work today. Don't be shocked. This is life under ISIS. We were forced to act. We decided that we would not keep silent. In April 2014, we founded Raqqa as being slaughtered silently, RBSS, to show the reality of life under ISIS. That the same month, ISIS put a price on our heads. We started RBSS with 6 members, and the next day, new members joined us. Later, a few left our group. Actually, they didn't leave RBSS. They lost their lives, but they never left my mind. In May 2014, a month after we started, ISIS arrested one of my colleagues. His name Al-Mu'taz Billah Ibrahim. He was 21 years old. After 3 weeks, they executed him in a public square. He was a nice guy who dreamed of a free country, nothing more than that. ISIS thought by killing al-Mu'taz, they could scare us, but we decided to continue. After that, ISIS did many things to stop us. They set up security cameras all over the city and tweeted that they would catch us. But this is what my colleague in Raqqa did. He took a photo for ISIS security cameras. They set up checkpoints and closed all the internet cafes under their control. Despite all these difficulties, we found a way to transfer information from inside Raqqa to the outside world. We became the main source of information for the international media. ISIS is mad at us because before we started, if you Googled anything about Raqqa, you would find their propaganda. Now you can read about their atrocities. They thought about other ways to stop us, so they arrested the father of my colleague Hamoud and 4 of his friends. ISIS asked Hamoud to give the name of 3 of our reporters, our colleagues in Raqqa, but Hamoud decided not to give their names. Later on, ISIS executed them in 2 official videos. It was a blow for us, but it made us stronger than before, and we decided again that we will continue for those who gave their lives. After that, ISIS beheaded one of our members, Ibrahim, and his friend Faris in Turkey. We thought that we are in a safe place in Turkey, but unfortunately it was not. Ibrahim was 20 years old and also dreamt of a free country. Soon they killed another member in Syria. Ahmed was 24 years old. Our godfather, our trainer, and our movie director, Naji Jorf, 38 years old, was the one who brought all of us together after every incident to support us, to help us to stay strong. ISIS tried to assassinate him the first time by putting a bomb sticker on his car, but he survived. He got asylum in France, and before his flight, ISIS shot him in Gaziantep, one of the biggest cities in Turkey, in the afternoon. He died, and he left behind 2 kids. Our organization works in 2 teams. The first operates inside Raqqa, and the second on the outside. The oldest member of us is 27, the youngest is 18. Half of our work takes place within Raqqa. It's not enough to expose the crimes of ISIS. We must also fight against their ideology and to stop it from spreading. And so we do media campaigns inside the city. We have a magazine that we spread inside Raqqa. Our magazine has the same cover of ISIS magazine to try to reach the largest number of civilians. We target children and their parents so they are aware of the risk of joining ISIS. We write in the local language. We carry out graffiti campaigns on the walls inside the most dangerous strongholds of ISIS, showing that we can defeat arms with words. We don't want to have another generation of ISIS fighters in the future. That's the reason why we are fighting their ideology today. This is the only way to defeat them. My colleagues inside Raqqa are working secret, and they are using encrypted technology to protect their identities. They are sending videos and photos to us daily. Our team outside is publishing on social media and on our website. We want the people of Raqqa, Syria, and the rest of the world to know what's really going on. ISIS tried to stop us online by sending a strange virus. We discovered it, and experts at Toronto University analyzed it. Our website has been attacked many times and has been shut down more than US Congress website. Sorry. ISIS was able to shut down our Facebook page twice until we verified it. Today, we are not only covering Raqqa, we are coordinating underground networks to do similar things in cities across Syria and Iraq. I speak today on behalf of millions of Syrians who are looking for a free and democratic country. We are caught between Assad, who's slaughtering us by the hundreds of thousands, and ISIS, an evil group that is trying to paint our nation black. Both of these evils must be defeated. We are wanted by the most dangerous organization in the world, but they are afraid of us too. I'm not different than any one of you. I love my home and have dreams and ambitions of having a family and living happily. And I hope that I can be a human rights defender to help people all over the world. It's impossible to explain how difficult it is to lose our friends, families, and our city. We have seen so much blood. But no matter what happens, a group of teenagers were able to shake ISIS, who shock countries and governments. We will continue our fight as long as the river flows. Raqqa is being sought as